Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to some Simcity and Relaxing with Yukitsu. So, it's been a long time since I've done an episode of Relaxing with Yukitsu, and that's left me as a tensed up bundle of nerves that is about to explode or go on a murderous rampage at any given second now. So, I felt it would be appropriate and necessary for my sanity, for the health of everyone else around me, that I go and do a Relaxing with Yukitsu episode. So, been playing some SimCity, been checking out to see if anything's really changed. Not a whole lot has changed despite all those patches that I've been going through, but despite that, I'm one of those people who was lucky in that I didn't really have problems with this game really to begin with, so there's nothing really wrong going on with the game as it currently is for me. You might not be so lucky, you never know. Anyway, what we've got here is a very high wealth sort of non-industrial sector where I've sent all the sort of rich people to live. So we've got lots of these triple dollar sign buildings here. We've got this triple sign building being developed here, and it's just nice to be able to see these really high tier buildings. I've even got some middle class ones, but all that going around. We've got ourselves a nuclear power plant, a bit of a university. I kind of want to get this one up to a higher level so that I can start researching medicine here. This one's got our law school. We've actually got a lot of different cities in this region, so we'll look at those all in a little bit, but I just wanted to sort of start off here since this is the one that I was working on. Basically, this place has some difficulties since this place doesn't earn a lot of money. As you can see, I'm earning about 1,176 per hour. I'm earning a ton of extra money by selling the stuff out of the recycling plant here, which is how I usually make a lot of the money from a lot of my cities. But that's just sort of how I personally do this. And here's one of the biggest problems that you're going to have when you're making a rich city instead of a normal city. When someone demolishes one little building and then decides to restart building it, I don't even know which one they tore down, but it's like thousands of tax dollars for one of these buildings when they decide to take it apart. It was actually probably some of the housing around here, but it looks like I've bounced back a little bit. Now, I don't have to worry too much about the fact that I'm losing some money through taxes because I'm making a lot of money through my freight shipments. So that's something I'm just not going to worry too much about. Now, if you haven't noticed, this city actually doesn't have very much technology or industry in general here, and I've got the sort of slums out here over on this industrial island, and that's just to get enough workers to fill these snarky robotics places and stuff like that. And that's so that I can keep this economy afloat. I need some industry, otherwise the economy tanks here, but for the most part I rely on my other cities in this region. Now, what we've got here, I've got a industry city over here, we've got the city of Newton, we've got the city of Simpleton over here, and those are all going to be different sort of things here. Let's see here. I haven't actually ever bothered doing this, but it looks like we can't afford that. Holy crap, these are expensive. I'm not actually sure. Let's actually load up Simpleton. I think I might be able to make enough money from Simpleton that I can start funding the construction of that. Arcology. I'm not sure if the arcology would be a whole lot of help here, though. So those of you who didn't study architecture from like the 80s or the 70s, an arcology is basically just a single gigantic building that's supposed to house everything you would ever need. It's basically a gigantic self-sustaining dome or whatever design they decide to go for. That you live in, you work in, you shop in, it grows the food that you eat. It's just completely self-sustaining. Alright, so Simpleton, as you can see, it's a big sprawling city, pretty basic. It's got the Eiffel Tower, despite the fact that it's relatively nondescript otherwise, but it's got a big population here. There's 205,000 people living here. It's barely earning me any money at all, but I think this place also can sort of run a little bit on, I'm going to have to start demolishing buildings, I think. This one also runs a little bit more or less on its heavy industry, relies a little bit more on, I think this is the one with the casino. Yeah, this one has the gambling house, so one of the things that we can do at this point in time is look at gambling casinos here. We can consider building a gambling HQ, and that will let us sort of upgrade our gambling capacity or capabilities or whatever. So let's go ahead and do that, start working on that here. Now this place is going to turn into a wretched hive of scum and villainy, which is kind of why I had someone research criminal detective wings, which is going to help a little bit with that. That's not gonna do well for my tax rate there. Well, it looks like it's still okay. Okay, so we've got a gambling HQ now. Once that starts really ramping up, we'll be able to start researching higher levels of... actually, no, we can just get that right off the bat. And they introduced a new type of casino here, the Roman Luck Casino. So we might add that in. That'll potentially add a little bit to our income. Looks like all those buildings that were being demolished have sprung back up, so our budget's gone back up to a good rate. We can reduce all these down, I think, by a little bit. We'll have to keep one of these. Let's keep industrial up to 10%, commercial up to 10%. Okay, that'll do. We've upgraded, we've researched... I might have already researched surgical center. I might already have medical school. I wasn't really paying attention. Anyway, let's see what we got. We've got a lot of money coming in from recyclables, so I'm not going to be too worried about the fact that we can't afford to do what we're doing here. But let's see what this is up to. We need 100,000 in a casino daily profit, so we're going to work towards that. Let's add in this Roman Luck Casino. Looks like it'll... Let's see how it looks. And that'll make our casino-based industry happy. The residential and commercial around here is going to get some additional happiness out of that. Let's see what this looks like. Fortuna Casino. That is pretty tacky looking. Okay, well, currently it's losing me 7,000 per day in profit. Fantastic. Okay, so let's check this thing out. What can we add here? We can add Roman rooms, ground floor. We can add casino marquees. Those are important. Let's go ahead and add a casino marquee. And looks like all we can add are hotel rooms. Let's see. Okay, so we need the gaming division. Let's see, lodging division, lodging division. These must be houses for richer. Yeah, these are for higher class sims, and those are what we're going to want to get. So we're going to wait till we can get those before we start adding on rooms. So this place, we have to get 100,000 before we're allowed to get that upgrade. So let's see here. We got the entertainment, gaming, and lodging divisions here. Well, I'm sure we'll work our way up to that eventually at some point, maybe. Anyhow, we're losing tons of money, tons and tons of money, over 1,000 an hour, but that's fine. Once this place starts actually earning money back a little bit, it doesn't actually have to make back its cost, and I don't think it necessarily does when it's not got any upgrades to it. It's got a capacity of, looks like 400 tourists. We don't have any high wealth tourists here coming in from Richton, which is the city I named for all the rich people, but you know, it's helping. Let's see here. Income coming in, we've now got 5,400 an hour, so the amount that we're losing per day, reducing fast. Let's see here. It's costing us 4,000 an hour regardless of profits, so we're going to definitely have to try and ramp up. Actually got some high wealth coming in now. Perfect. So yeah, this city is doing okay. We're starting to lose a lot of money, but that's because I'm doing something awfully reckless. Let's see if we can have to rubble anything. Doesn't look like we do. Now then. Yeah, we're back up in the black, and we're going to keep on making money, and we're going to make a lot more money as well because we're still also selling recyclables, which is one of the best ways to make money in this game, in my opinion. Alright, so kind of want to extend a road up here through these condos and demolish some buildings here and then make another road connecting around there, since I don't think traffic's all that bad, but I could build more buildings that way if I did that. But on the other hand, I could just leave that as is and use it as parkland maybe. One of the things I should really be doing is I should what's going on here? Alloy reclamation line full. Okay, that's fine actually. Let's leave that alone. Okay, so one of the things I should be doing is looking at our transportation here, and let's put a bus sign in front of our casino. That'll help. There we go. Our bus wait's already 39 minutes long, and I think I've capped out the number of buses that we can have in the city. Oh dear, that somehow cost us a lot of money. What's this guy complaining about? High tourist demand. Yeah, well, I can't really expand our mass transit system all too much. Let's go take a look at that. Let's go show you our bus system here. Now, our bus system has a lot of stops, and it's got the double-deck station, it's got the bus terminal, and I've also got a whole bunch of school buses as well. So we've pretty much got as much bus travel as we can get with this city. You know, not exactly the best city for transit if you want to get somewhere in this place, but that's what happens when you're in a city of 215,000 people. Okay, have we started losing less money per hour now from these people? No, looks like we're still losing, well, no, we're doing okay. I'm wondering if it's total profits that I have to make? No, yeah, it's daily profits, so this is actually not helping us right now. Arsonist from Richton threatens local homes. Oh well. Let's see here. Got plenty of police coverage in the city, I suspect. I kind of want to get a police precinct somewhere. This might be the city that I'm going to have to put it in because I've got gambling halls here. So, we've got an embezzler in here too. That's less serious than an arsonist, so that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But anyhow, I kind of want to plop down a police precinct, but our economy here is so wobbly, it's just like all over the place, that it's really hard to figure out if that's safe or not. Eiffel Tower here, if you look at it, it's making us a lot of money. This is probably actually why our economy is wobbling so much. It's just going back and forth, and as soon as these places fill up with tourists, we get a whole bunch more business, and then before that, you know, we don't have very many tourists. Let's see. There's a shoplifting in progress here. Oh no. Yeah, well, they don't have any freight anyway, so apparently they're not getting any business anyhow. That's fine. Let's see here. Our daily profit continuing to plunge from this expensive casino. We're going to have to do something to increase the amount of high wealth tourists that we can get in here. Now, maybe... medium wealth room 60. These are actually medium, okay. And that one's... okay. So medium tourists is not actually a bad thing right now. So let's go ahead and add this in here. Got a maximum of 6 building add-ons that we can get. It'd be nice if I could have built this. I probably should have built this further up here, where I could have... Oh wait, I have got a police precinct. I'm not remembering how I built the city at all. Okay, well, let's get Crime Prevention Center built. That'll help. Crime Prevention Centers reduce the amount of crimes that actually happen and reduce the number of criminals that spawn in your whatever, so they're actually a really good thing in a casino town. In fact, they're pretty much absolutely necessary if you want to keep crime reasonable. Let's see, it looks like we're okay for rubble. Our nuclear power plant, let's check on our utilities here. We've got plenty of electricity. Ooh. Okay, where's our water coming from? I don't think there's any more room left for more add-ons here, so we're going to have to... Well, what can work here is just add a pump there for now. And let's figure out where we can plop down more advanced water utilities. I think that's going to be about it for now. So all the people dying in this town, causing everyone to just abandon ship. I'm not even actually sure what's killing them. Okay, that place doesn't have enough freight shipments. Probably because that gigantic factory went down. Let's see. Now, roads are an utter mess here, and that has a big impact on how utilities get around, so that might be why people are dying. I might have to look towards adding more health services around the town. Let's see here, though. Might help if I added one here. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks like that's increased our property values a little bit too. Okay, so all these guys are unhappy, I suspect, because they're not getting freight shipments. So we're going to have to work on our traffic a little bit. Yeah, all our commercials getting completely tanked because they're not receiving freight shipments. Let's see. Oops. I think this is capped on buses, so I don't think I can improve the bus situation any here. No, looks like this is as many buses as I can realistically... Oh, a murderer, that's not good. Okay, well this city is going to chug along pretty well in its own bizarre, unique way. Let's see if we... Started at all lodgers. Okay, they're spending money. We're starting to make up some more of our money on this casino. That will be a good thing. It's also drawing in a lot more people. It's just that, like, we don't actually have any sort of freight that's going to these places. So we're going to have to figure out a way to get some freight down here. I don't believe we receive freight through the ferry terminal. Now, they did patch it so that freight was shipped during the night as well, so... I'm not really sure where to go to get more freight. I might not have enough industry. I just might flat out not have enough industrial buildings. Let's see. I think I might have... Is that the wrong building? I think I may have taken up... Oh no, okay. Now there's only one left. Let's see where it is. Over here. Okay, so I need to increase freight shipments to this place pretty desperately. Let's take a look at what I can do to increase freight shipments. I don't think it's any buses. I know trains do it, but they're not going to help in this situation any. Okay, well I can use a trade depot. Is our trade depot here? Trade depot there is full, and it's already sort of got the maximum amount of that. Okay, so let's get another one. This one, I'm not afraid to lose some of my commercial buildings here because I simply apparently have too many commercial buildings. But I don't want to destroy quite this much of my commercial. So let's destroy our commercial up here closer to our industrial. That'll be a little bit easier to recover from. I can actually build it here without any problems, I think. Okay, so let's get, don't want coal, freight. Oh, good God, I can't click these. Okay. So, one that just deals entirely with freight makes it so that freight moves a lot more smoothly and stores it up a little bit and helps a lot in that regard, so that should help. Okay. Oh wow, these are some expensive buildings that are being torn down here. Okay, so I suspect that our city's just outright not getting enough trade goods, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade our trade goods town, which is another one. It's been really badly neglected, so that might be why we're seeing this problem here. I think you can sort of see the theme to our names here. Alright. Now then, this city, as you can tell, it's just a small factory town. It's sort of like old, I guess, Detroit or Chicago, I guess. But now that most of our other cities are looking much larger, this one's a little bit antiquated, and I really need to sort of upgrade the size of it. So let's just actually take a look to see if everything's running approximately the way I'd want it to. Let's see. Workers. Yeah, people are coming in here to work. I've got one worker. Well, I've got 141 workers from there. Okay, that's good. Freight is going out of there to Simpleton, which is good. Students, nothing. Transit, nothing. Okay, so looks like things are going relatively okay here. Let's just go back to the city view. So we're going to try and upgrade the amount of industry that we're getting out of the city. We're going to start by doing the road upgrades and see if any of our places will upgrade. I don't think they will at this point in time, but you never know. Now, this is expensive, so we're not likely to see great results from it, but let's see here. High residential demand. I don't really care. That's not really what the city's about. So we've got plenty of little sort of slum-like cities down here, but let's see if we can upgrade these to... Yeah, let's see if we can upgrade these as well. Okay, medium density. If I do that, we might see some houses upgrade. Nope, we're definitely not going to see any houses upgrade. Holy Jesus. Okay. I don't think that there's a whole lot we can do here to increase the size of our buildings here. These people are pretty happy, but I don't really want to include a ton of parks here. I got a school. I don't believe I have. That's correct. I don't. So let's find a place for our grade school here. Let's put it back here. Okay, that'll help quite a bit, even though that also drops the number of people that we have living here by a little bit. It's not too many houses that we had to demolish. Let's get a medium density street up here. Actually, we might want to make this a high density or a medium density avenue. Okay, so let's get that up here. It's pretty expensive, but whatever. It should be worth it. Okay, let's try this for now. Okay, that should help a little bit. What's wrong with this place? Close now hiring. Yeah, I figured. Okay, so I should check on our utilities since we've just added in a bunch of new houses. Okay, so... let's get a big one here. That'll help a bit until I get enough money saved up for a coal generator. Have you got that? Yeah, you can deal with that eventually. Okay, so that was fine. I think water was fine. Yeah, that's okay. So what we want is to start getting these up to the higher grade buildings. We don't need to tech up necessarily. We don't have any university students coming out of this place. Well, it looks like we got our first building to upgrade its size. That's perfect. What I need to do over here is actually add a little bit of commercial, since otherwise these people will be ridiculously unlikely to ever increase population density. Okay, those guys are ridiculously bad at scheduling their traffic, so let's build another road there. Okay, let's get a high density road down from here. That'll help ease traffic quite a bit. You can further ease traffic around here by adding another road down to this main highway, or another one down straight to here. That actually seems like a really good idea. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Let's do that. Okay, so we've spent a ton of money on roads, but it seems to be helping somewhat. Got congestion down here. Alright. Traffic piles up a bit, but it seems to be... You know, these people are all having difficulties figuring out how to get workers since this place is a little bit underpopulated, but should be getting a bit better. Let's check to see if our freight output has increased at all. Let's see, we've now got mass transit heading in here. Let's see if we've got more workers. We've only got 11 workers. I guess since we've got more people working here by itself, we got people going out there to shop. Oh no, that's not good. Why are we not shipping any freight? We've got... uh-oh. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. People who are educated are moving into here, so that's fine. What's going on here? Interesting. Get back in city view, see what's going on here. Still got that vicious worker shortage, but that's okay. Police are having troubles. Neighboring cities' crime has started to spread into the city. I'm not really surprised about that. There he is. Look at that jerk. Oh, he's trying to set fire to our factory. It's a good thing we caught him. Okay, so... got abandoned buildings here. Building fire. Well, we caught the arsonist at least. Let's see, we could speed up our fire response a little bit by upgrading these roads here. I should probably go ahead and do that. Got the money now. We're getting more money more quickly now, along with the problems that entails. So I've heard, anyway. And let's upgrade that as well. Okay, so you got like delivery vans just mowing around for no good reason. Fantastic. Another arsonist. Fantastic. Why are there so many arsonists? Why is it that they're all... Well, I guess there's that one murderer, so... They're too picky. Okay, so let's check... Looks like people on these factories are moving upwards. That's good. Okay, so this school is at capacity, so let's upgrade that as well. Should get a school bus up here. Okay, good. This is going to be a pleasant little industrial town. It's primarily focused on industry. Okay, so we need to be able to teach 400 something. This is going to be just barely enough. Good. So as you can see, we've got another trade depot over here. This one, again, all freight. It's going to just pick up lots and lots of freight from these industries and then ship it off to other cities, hopefully. That's the theory, anyway. And the problem with these smaller towns is that they just don't really do much. They're not very dynamic. Let's see here. Small places are all sort of puttering about in their own little way. I would kind of like to be able to put down the mayor's house since that's a big boost to my approval rating and the happiness of the people around there without having to be a big building, but let's work on parks for a little bit. This usually helps. I can probably fit a bigger one in there. Let's get a medium field. Yeah, I can fit a medium field in there. And that should have a pretty good impact on that. Okay, so if those people did not have adequate fire service living next to the fire station, I would just be very upset with something in the city. Okay, let's see, we've got 56 visitors. I don't think we have any tourists, do we? Yeah, it doesn't look like we've got any tourists. Oh, we have got a small field there. Huh, strange. Alright. These people just refuse to grow. Fantastic. Oh good, we have got more factories coming up though. That's all we really want from this place is just more factories. More bigger factories. Robbery in process. Oh, that's fine. It's a sign that people are willing to come here to take the stuff that we're producing. Now, something else that we can do to increase the amount of stuff that we're getting out of the city is through a rail. If I recall, this helps with the worker situation a little bit, but we don't have enough money for that, so we'll wait a little bit. Oh man, we have tons of criminals coming in from Simpleton. I knew Simpleton was bad, but I didn't think it was this bad. Now there's a murderer. Well, that's just peachy. Let's check our utilities again here. Still good. We're going to get that big wave of explosive growth again at some point, and that's just going to make it very difficult to keep up our utilities. That always sort of is what happens. Anyway, this is my look at SimCity, just sort of relaxing away with it. I hope you found this relaxing. I hope you found this enjoyable. And as always, I hope to see you all next time.